Hello, everybody, and welcome
Yo, what's
to
up,
another
guys?
episode.
GM, everybody, GM.
You were expecting Pan? Nah. You were expecting Farmer? El Profesore? Nah, he's not with us today. Unfortunately, Pan is busy, Farmer is sick, and so is Vito. Are you
I'm
sick
actually
or
sick
sick?
as hell. I'm actually sick as hell, and I'm getting so much headache just looking at the screen right now. But I will manage. I will manage. It is okay.
But let me know, are you sick of Star Heroes too?
Oh, I am sick of Corona, guys. Corona is actually right now. I can talk again a little bit more, but like a few days ago, I just couldn't talk at all. I was like nearly fucking dying. I actually was in the hospital too because of it. Because I'm like some kind of risk patient, and yeah, but it's getting better. It's getting better.
Good to hear that. What's up, Nino? How are you doing? You're
I'm
killing
doing
it.
great, man. I think I'm catching Corona though right now, but probably not. Nah, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Yeah, I'm very
Yeah,
fresh. It's just super fucking hot here in Austria. So Wait, yeah, we have
oh,
like 28 degrees. But
right.
otherwise than that, doing great. Locked in.
Austria or Australia?
Austria. Yeah, Austria. me and Vito were from Vienna, and it's just way too hot right now. It's over like 35 degrees in our flat. We don't have a AC. So yeah, that's that's pretty harsh. We're actually buying a mobile AC right now. But yeah,
Mm.
going
But
going
it's
the
so
good day.
shit
Because it's like 30 degrees the whole time, and it's so hard to get to recover because it's just so hot the whole time. And then you have to somehow just get some cold air, but the cold air makes you even more sick because then you're sweaty as hell. You have like three sets of sweat all over you, and then comes the cold air and you get more sick. It's really it's
vicious
really
circle, as we
devilish.
say in English. So
So
hi all, hi Carola, hi Marcus. We are always ready for hard questions, but it's not the case of Pan as he's not with us today. However, I'm sure that you have some hard questions for Star Heroes too. Yeah, guys. So we'll. Oh, and Marcus is asking already one of them. Okay, so today, as you know, is a special day because yesterday the season one of Star Heroes ended, and we wanted to focus on that as the first point right now. That's why we're a quite good-looking Star Heroes crew, I would say, in terms of t-shirts, teams. Yeah, it's like a real team. So we wanted to share some info on how it's gonna end, what are the rewards distribution rules, and also on what we're working on right now, what will happen next. Because guys, this was just season one, and a lot is happening right now, and a lot is being planned at this moment. And later on, we'll move on to GameSwift because it's also getting heated in there with the mainnet campaign, NFT, mint off, and the modular Sega campaigns. So there will be Crypto Caesar from GameSwift to join us and also talk about the business development right now. But first, I wanted to say thirst. First things thirst. So yeah, the season ended. What are your feelings, Nino?
yeah, I'm actually looking at the leaderboard right now. I wanted to check who won. So obviously it's Peggy. He's in the front, even with I think that's 82 million, if I counted the decimals correct. Yeah, so he's in first with around 82 million points. So congrats to him. His reward is 500,000 star tokens. That's fucking huge. So Peggy, shout out to you, man. But I think we all knew that Peggy will win this, even at the end. Like he was grinding super hard.
Mm.
And
It
then
deserves it so much.
in the last 24 hours, there was quite a lot happening on the leaderboard. I see that Ollie went down to rank number 4, and we actually have 2 Wealth members. So as we can see, Peggy is also part of the Wealth clan, and there is Wealth LVN and Wealth Scissor Mix. So shout out to those guys as well. They also got a lot of star tokens. So did the rest of the guys. So yeah, there was quite a lot going on at the end. Everyone was pushing through. I know it was a long season, so some people they didn't really feel the joy of the game anymore. But now it's ended, guys. And all we can say is that we've collected a lot of data and a lot of feedback from you guys. Devs are cooking super hard, and we're just preparing season 2 right now. Actually, already. I'll get back to that later.
Yeah, a lot of data, in-game data, but also the data regarding the players, where they come from, how to acquire them and retain them. This is something that you're working on, before season 2, yeah? So that we have a comprehensive database on how to actually bring new people that will stay. Because this is the tricky part in the crypto market. It's super easy to buy players, but to have them as part of your community, like you are, this is another challenge. No comment on that. So maybe I will move to some specifics of the rewards distribution, guys. So today you will have a special piece of info released regarding the distribution of the rewards of season 1, but also from the hero sale leaderboard. As you might remember, we promised that top 888 people from the hero sale leaderboard will have part of the raised star tokens distributed to them as rewards. And this drop will happen together with the drop of the rewards for season 1 tomorrow at 10 a.m. UTC. So today in the evening, we will release like a Medium article, and you can also find the info on Discord later on today with all the info in general. The distribution of both drops is as follows. So 50% of them you get at the launch of the drop, so right away, and then the other 50% of the tokens are vested during 5 months. So there is a vesting of 5 months for the remaining half of it. And as for those who are participating in the social fi campaign, so the StarHeroes airdrop quest campaign, guys, we have heard your feedback. There's a lot of people who would like to still have a chance to play the game, to win the orbs that are necessary to unlock the previous part of the airdrop, actually. And for these people, we have decided to extend the quest airdrop campaign and extend the game access. So I think that this is something super interesting for you. The time slots will be limited right now. There will be 3 servers that are to be open in Europe, in USA, in Asia. Arthur is asking what with airdrop for stakers of SH tokens. So this is something that we will get back to you later on. So for the game access, you will be able to play from 6 to 10 in Europe, UTC, and for 2 hours in the States and Asia. That's one thing. This gives you a chance to actually complete the in-game tasks in the social fi campaign, but also to, and I think this is even more important, to practice before the upcoming, right now it's $1.3 million tournament, the first ever decentralized tournament of StarHeroes that we are cooking up here, and also to practice before season 2, because the preparations are ongoing. The whole team is working on that, both on the dev side, but also on the biz dev side. So actually here, since Vito was recently sick, maybe, Nino, you could give us some little update on what you're cooking behind the scenes.
Definitely.
Please.
I mean, a lot of guys are like, okay, season 2 over. They've been grinding. I know some people
Season
even
1.
grinding around
Season
like,
1 over.
Yeah, season 1. My bad. So season 1 is now over. I know some people have been grinding like over 8 hours per day. So I know that there has been a lot of work for quite a lot of pilots. Shout out to those guys. Thank you for the efforts, guys. So what we want to do is make sure that season 2 is gonna be as best prepared as possible. So what I'm setting up right now is a fully KPI based campaigns for season 2 with the exact timelines and the exact targets, right? Actually, today I had over 8 calls with partners that were preparing the campaign. We want to make sure that this time it's completely organic, and actually it's going to have quite a big budget. So don't think just that it's going to be organic marketing, that it's going to be a low budget. That's not going to be the case, guys. And the focus is mainly on getting a massive DAO. This is daily active users, and expanding to new regions as well. So the focus is also on Asia, Turkey and the CIS region. That's like
Heavily Asia.
Russia. Yeah, but Asia is also a very big focus, and of course Europe as well. But we got that already locked in. So yeah, what I'm gonna do actually is focus mainly on acquiring data from case studies from the partners that I'm working with to really make sure that it's gonna hit our KPIs. Everything is gonna be tracked with ref.gg. So yeah, it's like we have our own huge agency running right now, and we have around 1.5 months time to do that, and we have already started it. So yeah, we're gonna make sure that season 2 is gonna be the best marketing we can get. I mean, season 1, guys, the sentiment was very down, and also especially when it came to crypto gaming, there was a lot of FUD. So yeah, we had bad timing, unfortunately, but we tried to do the best of it, and all the mistakes that were done and everything, we learned very hard from it. And just want to say that next season is gonna be a huge W, especially also when it comes to the new additions to the game. So can I say that? Nah, I can't say that. Sorry, I was about to spill some beans, but almost, almost. But it's gonna be some additions to the game, some nice updates, and yeah, dev's cooking super hard, guys.
New rewards, which is not
New
the star
rewards.
token airdrop
Yes,
this time, but
also,
what it's gonna be, we ain't gonna tell you.
yeah, and this time Star Token will be even more deflationary. That's all we can say. And also, guys, when it comes to the marketing for season 2, the focus is 100% on full organic, as I said, right? So it's not only the partnering up with the KOLs that all fully align with it, right? But actually also with some big organizations, but I cannot name the names because it's not fully, the contract is not fully there. But yeah, we're cooking, guys. So while everyone is taking a pause in the summer, just know I'm on my PC.
We're sweating, man. We're sweating
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
Like,
we don't have the
Literally.
30 degrees of fever, just sitting there. Everybody's outside raving, like, I don't know, like popping some pills with some girls, and we're
Yeah.
just inside, like sweating balls. And just
And guys, don't be
depressed as
perceived by
fuck.
my skin color because it's like my skin is really red. But the thing is, it's because I wasn't out in the sun the whole year, and I had one day. That was a Sunday, by the way, where I touched grass, and I just lied in the sun and just speed run skin cancer to get brown. Now I have some fucking sunburn that shit, and yeah, trying to get some color while I'm just sitting at home the whole time on my PC. But that's the grind, right? That's what I'm here for. I love it.
Yeah, and we got a couple of questions already. The first one: what is the target for active players in season 2?
So, I guess it's referring to the DAU. That's the DAO, the daily active users. There's also the MAU, the monthly active users. But for daily active users, the target actually is to get it to 5 to 7K. So I know it's quite a big target, but I'm confident we can hit it because there's some very nice platforms that we'll be using to expand it. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I can spill the beans. Stardust is one of them. I don't know if you guys know them, but they're fucking huge, huge, huge.
Yeah. We also have a question on the map mint. Guys, so we want to make the maps like connected with the tournament, connected with the Hero Duty app, as you might have seen in the app. Still working on it. It will happen, because the mint itself should really be just one puzzle within a bigger patchwork, so to say. So we could make you minted right now, right away, but we want to wait and make something big around it. So that's it for the maps. And yeah, what else? What with our hangar in season 2? Will it be removed or reduced or what? So to start with, guys, we are also working on governance right now in DAO, and we want to let you decide on some of the most important things within the project. So some of the questions regarding the season 2, it will be for you to answer actually. But I also saw on Discord that there were some arrangements surrounding that. Let me find it and I'll get back to you. with it in a sec. And in the meantime, Vito, you've been talking very little today, so make us bullish.
Man, normally it would be like child's play for me, but I'm like, when you're just so sick and you're just laying in bed the whole time trying to sleep, but you can't because it's so hot. It's like the headache is there. It's really hard, guys. But what
Fuck
I
the
can
negative
say,
energy.
what I can
Fuck
say,
Vito.
what I can say is basically GameFi right now, just utility coins in total, because the only thing I can do like in the days like 10 minutes look at my phone and then I have to put it away because I get headache again. But what I get from the market, the sentiment right now, basically utility coins, they were just at an all-time low right now. Nobody really cares about utility at all right now. The cycle has shifted completely. Everybody is just caring about retarded memes that just get drugged by malicious devs, basically. And the whole liquidity is just being sucked out by all those retarded memes. They're created like thousands of memes a second, as well as new random utility coins launching over and over and over again, full with C money. And right now, the narrative for utility coins is just so low that, in my opinion, guys, like, I think there is only up from here. If you think that utility coins will somehow come back, and this is basically a bet for crypto, because meme coins alone won't hold like crypto up, man. Like, if utility coins dies, then whole crypto dies. Maybe not Bitcoin, but if you have like, if you're bullish on crypto on itself, then you should bet on gaming. That's all I can say, because gaming is the most is the easiest use case for everybody to understand. Like, every idiot understands memes, right? You see a dog with a hat and you're like, oh, that's cute, let's put some money in there, right? But you also understand gaming because you play, like, everybody fucking plays games, and then you just get banned, all of your shit is gone, you want to trade your items, you want to buy the next game, and this is all done, like, all those problems are solved by crypto gaming. And if you believe in it, everybody understands it. I think it's gonna get adopted a lot. So I think crypto gaming is here to stay, guys. It's like, everybody who says crypto gaming is dead, it's the same thing like you say, I don't know, fucking the internet is dead when it came
The
out
thing
and it's
is,
just nerds
people
who's
have
using it,
forgotten.
right?
People
So,
have forgotten what real greed feels like. We actually haven't had it this bull run. Once the Bitcoin dominance goes down, and we like see a slight altcoin season, it's gonna go crazy. It's gonna go really, really crazy. I mean, of course, a new all-time high would be great. Probably
yeah,
we'll
and
see it in
thank
September.
God that Trump is alive, man.
Yeah,
Guys, fuck
Jesus, that
yeah,
was like one
thank God.
centimeter away from disaster. I tweeted about it as well. Freaking crazy. Like, not even crypto, but the whole world would have been turned upside down.
It was this
So
close.
yeah,
This close, bro.
but we're
It
just
was
happy
this
for
close.
bags.
This close.
Yeah, it was all or nothing. It was pretty crazy. But yeah, the
Yeah,
presidential election coming up in November is going to be a huge run. Before that, everyone will expect Trump to win. I'm bullish. I'm super bullish. Let's just say me
Man.
and Vito we're all in.
Let's just
We're
say me and Nino are max bidding right now. Like, for us, we're really completely, like, for us it's more risky. No, NFA, no financial advice. But for us, it's way more risky being in stables right now than to not. Okay, than
Yeah,
to not
Vito,
be
let's not
broken.
talk about
Like,
how degenerate we are,
me and
okay?
Nino are just complete
Yeah.
retards. That's why we just
okay.
max bid. But we max bid the whole time, basically, because we just have way too much FOMO. But I think that BlackRock actually accomplished what they wanted. Like, I'm a big like thesis guy. Like, I think
conspiracy
basically,
theorist.
yeah, I'm a big conspiracy theorist. I basically think that BlackRock was paying all those big, like, fucking influencers, like, for example, Ansem, maybe, that they just shall create a lot of FUD. Everybody was selling their bags at the bottom at like 53. And now it's just pumping up really high. Everybody's sitting at the sidelines. And for me, max pain right now is if it just shoots up really high. Everybody just stays on the sidelines, crying their eyes out,
Yeah,
waiting for a dip, which is not
let's
hopefully
not
something.
try to be Baba
NFA.
Vanga here. But what was really funny to me in the last few days, Germany being the biggest fucking cheats. Like I saw
Fucking
one
losers,
comment, it
man.
was like nothing ever came good from this country. Like they actually sold all their Bitcoin at 58 and now it's at 64. Like, I think they missed out on $3 billion in this run in just a week. So it's quite crazy. Guys, do not be like Germany.
Don't cheat.
All
I
right.
like Germany myself.
Fuck
I
Germany.
love Germany.
Yeah, I like Germany as well. Shout out to Ollie.
Yeah. Guys, so I can now answer the question from Arthur regarding the hangar level. So to start with, guys, all of the assets that you collected in season 1, like ships, colorways, engines, whatever, will remain with you in season 2 because it costs you time and money. So this is understandable that you deserve to keep it. And as for the current hangar level, it's going to be changed into the eternal hangar level that will boost your progress a little bit in season 2. So this is a practice well known from other games right now. So on the one hand, we want to reward you somehow for your work in season 1. On the other hand, we don't want to discourage new players to join in. So you will keep it in a different form, which is the eternal hangar level and a little boost together with this. That's one thing. And another question that's been repeated already twice from Eddie regards a great recovery of Mavia, of the Mavia token, while we are creating new ATLs all over again. So my take on this is that, guys, there's this airdrop hanging above us all the time, and everybody knows that there is an airdrop coming. So to be honest, our idea, our vision is right now, let it happen. And that's why we did the vesting very favorable for you. It's like 50% you get straight away. Let it be a reset. We have very strong aces up our sleeves, as we are mentioning, at least even only the tournament itself, which is going to be one of the biggest events of the kind in Web3. This is something that we can use. The gaming narrative is there to stay, and it's coming back. We'll be back, and I'm
So what I
pretty
can
sure
say,
of that, man.
what I can say, I already experienced last bull cycle. I experienced the last bear cycle, this bear cycle, and this mini bull cycle right now. And what I can say is that normally it goes from the big caps into the small caps. Everybody knows this. And StarHeroes right now is just a small cap. We're like, what's the market cap? We're under 10 million market cap right now. So of course, when everything's in the trenches and the fear and greed index is so much to the left in the red, then people are just scared. People are just not going to ape into low caps. People are first going to go from Bitcoin, Ethereum blue chips, from the blue chips to the mediocre chips, and then into the low degen place. And right now, StarHeroes is just a micro cap, so people are just scared of getting into it. That's my thesis right there.
Yeah, and let's be honest,
and in
we're
general,
not...
just GameFi is just really right now. People are just saying it's dead, basically. But it's not. Like the people who are having strong conviction, they will be rewarded. It's always like this. Time in the market beats timing the market, guys. Time in the market beats timing the market.
Yeah, Norbert is saying that gaming is looking better with Mavi or Nyan, for example. So this is our hopium. Yes, indeed. And guys,
off the grid, yeah, I think off the grid will as well. Like when off the grid goes live, I heard a lot of good stuff from off the grid. I'm in contact with some KOLs and some other partners, and they're saying that it's looking really fucking clean, looking really good, and we actually have a shot there for mass adoption. And if off the grid wins, it's a win for the whole game for the whole GameFi sector. And if we actually can get some mass adoption from off the grid, it might just flow into all the other crypto games as well. So this is as well a bull thesis from my side.
Okay, so guys, let's wrap it up somehow. I need your energy. We're all tired. I'm also a bit sick. But
I'm
Vito
gonna
and
go.
Where
Nino,
is
you are
Caesar?
two volcanoes.
I thought Caesar was about to join.
Yeah. Where is Caesar?
Actually, just stay. If you get time, just stay, because the idea was that he's coming on and replacing you. But
Oh, no.
let's spend time together.
Because I
that was-
talked a lot with Caesar, but I haven't
Yeah, I want to see him.
want to see Caesar, man. I want to compare biceps, but mine is really, really tiny right now.
Okay, so he's coming up.
Get him in there, man.
Actually,
And
while he's coming, guys, there's one thing that I forgot to say, because we were talking about mass adoption, right? We're talking about actually hosting a league of Star Heroes. So instead of just having a tournament, a whole esports league with many small tournaments, right? So this is actually something that we're preparing right now as well. It's not fully like, that's just some very early alpha that I'm spilling.
Just some rough brainstorming, which you actually shouldn't say.
yeah, but if we are on it, we can talk a little bit, share our thoughts.
Yeah, because like the
one
guys
thing-
are
one-
watching, I think we should spill some alpha here.
It's something we're talking about, but it's not something right now set in stone. Let's say it like this.
Yeah, but one could say, and I think this is clear, that if we had only one big event, like a one big tournament, it would be sell the news, right? Yeah, everybody would know, okay, there's this tournament and this is the end. And the league actually helps us to spread this FOMO and the feeling that this game is really killing it over a longer time. And Caesar is on. So let's hear how the gaming world is doing on the GameSwift side.
Hi.
Yo,
Yo,
bad man.
Hey guys,
What is
you
that?
you forgot the
Yo.
logo,
Look at the
motherfucker.
jawline, bro. Look at
do you want me to go shooters right now?
now?
Yeah, how's it going, guys? Great to see you.
Your nipples are not the Star Heroes logo, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm not sorry. I hope I get one from you.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
Yeah.
Okay, let's end the shit, dog. But Caesar, before that, show your biceps, man. I think everyone needs to see that. Just real quick,
Sorry.
biceps, and then end the shit talk.
Oh, all right. Perhaps we could start with shit talk right now. Perhaps it's better to proceed that way.
It was good. It was good.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't have that much time. I wish I would have, but yeah, it's always great to see you guys. It's always great to be here, and thanks for having me today.
Yeah, so please share with us, man, what you're cooking right now. I know that actually you were supposed to talk about some drops, about some partnerships, and you're the business.
Straight to the point, right?
Yeah. We don't give a shit about how you're doing. Alpha.
Yeah.
No, of course we do care.
Yeah, so yeah, that's a Web3 space with pure essence, right? So give me some drops and get the fuck out. So yeah, so speaking about updates on our end, which is say GameSwift and BD department, it's an extraordinary time. Everyone is extraordinarily busy. I suppose even more than usual, which I didn't think was possible. But yeah, here we are, a couple of weeks before some of the most important events that will be happening and coming up in the next couple of weeks. So the first one, I believe, is the one that our community is pretty much aware of, which is say the launch of our mainnet, which is going to be here in a couple of weeks from now. But no, what's the second thing is the one that hasn't been officially launched yet and officially announced. So I'm not really allowed to share too much details about it, but I will say it anyway. So I would say it is a secret program, and that is going to be our recipe for bringing even more quality projects into our ecosystem, right? And it's all about choosing these particular projects that have the biggest potential, that are most promising, and inviting to become the member of our family. And what I can say is that it will be a completely different story from what we've been doing with all the games that have been listed on GameSwift platform so far, because that was simply about organizing some campaigns, introducing the game to our community and allowing it to play it. And right now, the collaboration is going to be way more extensive. So, for us as GameSwift team and previously StarHeroes, it has always been about providing all those different kinds of support to these projects, right? So that's exactly what we'll be doing right now. So helping those projects, no matter the stage, what the stage of the project is, helping them with pretty much every possible aspect that is important from Web3 project perspective when it comes to launching their project, no matter if it's a game, if it's a DeFi protocol, if it's an infrastructural tool, helping them to secure fundraising, preparing go-to-market strategy, the marketing, and using our business connections, wide network of our connections to help them thrive and to make sure that these games and these projects will perform as good as possible. And when it comes to the meat, to these drops, nothing has really changed here. So I know that there have been many questions about the future drops. So I'm not allowed to share too many details about them, so the names or the amounts. But what I can say is that there is a huge interest in that program. I know that the offer is one of the best within the entire market. I know that there are some other projects that are trying to do similar things, and yet from what I hear, our proposal is one of the very best.
Yeah, and Darkverse, for example, is an example of a game that decided to use our
Darkverse
services.
is huge. Devs are cooking. Guys, I have to hop off. Sorry for interrupting. See you, legends. Caesar, nice
No
to meet
worries.
you. You're fucking shed.
See you.
See you guys.
Yeah, so
Get out of here,
Darkverse.
kid.
Yeah. Oh, it's still here. Oh, sorry, it's Vito. So speaking about Darkverse, yeah, these are great guys. They have such great potential, and the game, has been growing pretty fast in the last couple of weeks. I believe they're having really nice traction right now. I personally haven't played the game yet. I'll be honest with you, but I would definitely want to. I took a look at their gameplays. I know the people that play the game, and they've been holding them in very high esteem. So yeah, definitely happy to have them on board. And what can I say? They're one of many projects that hopefully will be joining our ecosystem. We have dozens of meetings every day, every week. So yeah, we're having really nice traction here. And as mentioned, nothing's changed here when it comes to these drops. I know that there've been some voices about the amount of the drops, but for us, it has always been about quality rather than quantity, if you know what I mean. And each one of those projects actually requires separate due diligence process, right? It takes a lot of time. We want to make sure that we are, choosing the very best projects that will be joining our ecosystem. Obviously, we don't limit ourselves to particular projects or games. We're happy to welcome pretty much everyone, but it just takes some time, right? And we want to make sure that these drops will be as good as possible, that the project will perform as good as possible. It is also our reputation and communities and GameSwift community's reputation at stake here, right? So we want to show ourselves, which is a GameSwift community, that we are a big ecosystem of strongholders, and it's just worth working with us and in that regard, and build on top of our ecosystem, because our ecosystem is not only all those connections that I told you about, but also our community, right? It's one of our most important assets.
Yeah, and this is why these projects are coming to GameSwift, actually. So I would just wrap it up. What you said right now, guys, we gained so much experience in StarHeroes, GameSwift, StarHeroes, that basically this is like a know-how, the unmatched know-how, I would say, because you just need to live it. You need to experience that, survive it, deliver, sometimes fail, sometimes succeed. But then imagine, every single part and field that needs to be taken care of. We've been there, we've done that, and that's why Darkverse decided to build on GameSwift right now. So this is one of the main visions for GameSwift, apart, of course, from the chain and being this ecosystem. We just want to advise. We just want to deliver.
In general, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And StarHeroes has, former StarHeroes, has gone through a lot of fucking shit. And they should be dead. They should be so fucking dead right now. But they're not. So
yeah, and we came back even stronger. At the very beginning, it was really hard for us. But right now, all those projects see that. If you look at our origins, we need to take a couple of steps back to 2021 and StarHeroes. Eventually it became one of the biggest launchpads within, the biggest launchpad within the entire ecosystem, which at the time was, the fourth or the fifth biggest blockchains in terms of TVL. So it was a big success. And the StarHeroes was also always about helping other projects to thrive, right? in 2021, Web3 gaming was an entirely different place, guys. Like, it wasn't only about the fundraising. It was also about, connecting those guys with different partners, like other large parts, like exchanges, like KOLs, reaching, new audiences, communities. So yeah, that's what we've been doing back then, and we were really good at it, if not the best ones. And since so many projects that we helped with back in StarHeroes days were related to gaming to some extent, that was just a perfect direction for us to pivot. And all those different projects that are joining our ecosystem right now are seeing this, right? They see that we've had many projects back in StarHeroes days. We've got a lot of experience, and this is one of the best expertise in that regard in the market. And right now we are much bigger than StarHeroes, right? There's an entire gaming ecosystem, and we have pretty much everything that Web3 projects might need in order to launch. There's this expertise, there's this wide network of connections with exchanges, with launchpads, with other partners. We have one of the strongest communities, right? When it comes to these drops, some projects, might fear to actually dedicate that much amount of the total supply as airdrop. But at the end of the day, if we take a look at it from perhaps different perspective, these previous drops of StarHeroes or Sparta, they've been distributed to a couple of thousand of people. I believe something about 10 or 12,000. And, this is a massive on-chain community for a project that is just, taking its first steps. So when such game approaches, new partners, and it shows like, that strong community on-chain, that is community also of strong hodlers, it's like immediate win, and it's completely different story for these projects to reach new projects and new partners. And it's a great value for those projects as well. So there's a win-win situation, right? Actually, triple win situation for GameSwift, for our community, and also for these projects as well.
Yeah. Caesar, bro, I'm fucking bullish on you. Like, man, you're a hustler. And guys, like, this is what everybody should know. You shouldn't bet on projects, you should bet on people. And man, I would bet on Caesar. Like, Caesar is great. Like, I've had, I think, 2 calls with you yet, Caesar, I think.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Man,
That's
Caesar,
the second time we speak.
You're a killer, bro. You're a machine, man. It's insane. Like, you're a hustler. You're a fucking hustler.
Appreciate
it's in
it.
your blood.
Yeah, and speaking of the power of the community that we have in GameSwift, look at these stats, guys. We've had over 1.7 million completed transactions on the testnet right now, and it really is a powerful number. The mainnet is coming soon. By the way, you can track all of those that data yourself at Testnet GameSwift.io. I just wanted to share this with you because this is foolish. It's a huge number. And speaking of the mainnet testnet campaign, actually, guys, I guess this is the part I've been waiting for some time already, because we have the NFT mint off right now. I don't know, Vito, if you're up to date since you were sick, but our GameSwift ambassadors have had an opportunity to mint NFTs, to create and mint NFTs, and right now all of the testnet participants can also mint them as one of the activities on the testnet. And we gotta share it because there is one NFT to rule them all. Who's sharing it right now?
I know which one.
Yeah.
I know which one.
Who's sharing
you can
it?
Say
Actually,
he's been waiting 45 minutes to show it. I'm
but
sure
who
about
is
it.
sharing it? Who is sharing it?
Yeah, but who's sharing it?
Sekel,
No
come on,
clue.
man. Get your shit together, Sekel.
Yeah, guys. So let's show it off to you right now.
Sure.
I believe everyone's already know what we're talking about.
I
There's only
know,
one
but
to
I
rule them all.
want to. Sexy Hasselpan. Share
Sexy.
screen.
Bro, when I saw that, I wanted to repost it, but then I thought, maybe Pen's gonna be mad at me if I repost it, so I didn't.
LFG.
Oh,
Yeah, let's go.
yeah, there he is. Yeah, bet on this guy. I would bet on this guy, man. I would bet my house on this guy, bro. Like, look at
Would you
Sexy
give your life
Hasselpan.
savings?
Man.
Yeah, but to be honest, man, this is something that I would mint wherever it was, really, even more than the Bored Ape, even. This is something eternal, like David Hasselpan. This sexy, this nice. Mwah.
Well,
Mwah.
It's ridiculous. So, guys,
sometimes when you're
basically, yeah.
yeah, please go ahead.
No, I just
Yes,
wanted
so-
to let the guys know that we have the Telegram bot to mint those NFTs. You can pick other ones too, even though this one is the most tempting. And remember that taking part in the testnet campaign right now will give you a boost in the mainnet campaign that's coming up. So it's worth to be there. And also participate in a $1,000 worth raffle for the NFT owners. So LFG.
Exactly. Sometimes when you're at some conferences and you're a speaker, sometimes when you enter the stage, they, would play something in the background and, just to introduce you to community so they know who they'll be listening to. And I believe that would be a perfect match for some of the biggest conferences, that would leave them speechless. And, some of the big guys, like, from Animoca or from, other blockchains or something like that, they wouldn't stand a chance with such intro.
No way, man. Like, people would be straight up buying market order if they saw that intro. Would
Yeah,
spike.
perhaps perhaps we should combine it with some meme. I think that we could perform pretty good.
Actually, we could launch a
Perhaps-
token
what-
and incubate it on
what-
GameSwift.
Perhaps sexy hustle something, and there will be like different versions of that, and perhaps that sounds more like NFT collection, but new sexy hustle something every week, and that would be bad for tokens, for meme tokens. That's a future.
Fuck,
But I
it
hope
could be
Pen
sexy
doesn't watch
hustle.
this live stream.
Yeah.
Imagine
but
Pen
imagine
watching
that,
right now.
Yeah, like
He's
sexy,
cutting our rates.
sexy
Yeah,
hustle farmer. Sexy
exactly.
hustle.
Tom,
Sexy
come on.
hustle.
Okay, guys.
Sexy hustle. Tom.
Caesar, I'm seeing this comment the whole fucking time, and we have to
Yeah, sure.
quickly now get serious
Yeah.
again. The
No
question Caro has is: do you have a plan for proper marketing, maybe with some bigger influencers for mainnet launch, or do you plan to let the most bullish catalysts go to waste?
All right. So, when it comes to catalysis and gaming catalysis, the Web3 gaming has been pretty badly underwater for all the recent weeks, right? And, we've seen that there will be many great initiatives put on hold for the next couple of weeks. And, this is exactly the time when we'll be launching our mainnet. So we understand that, perhaps getting even more of them involved would be a smart move, definitely one. And I believe the approach we should take more would be to organize as many gaming events. That's something that has been driving people's attention all the time, no matter the stage of market. And that's exactly the approach that we're taking right now, especially taking into account that these games that will be joining our ecosystem or are already here, they're so good when it comes to in terms of organizing some competitive events or initiatives, and there've been plenty of tournaments that had many key influences involved. I believe that that's viable. We should definitely follow the similar path here and use the advantage of those wonderful gameplays, and their potential when it comes to organizing these competitive gaming nights, tournaments, and stuff like that. So those projects that will be joining our ecosystem, I believe these are one of the most competitive games you will see in Web3 gaming in the next couple of months, if not in 2025. StarHeroes. So yeah, obviously these are going to be the second and the third most competitive games, because the first place is already taken. But yeah, that's how it's going to be. So yeah, I believe the first one is going to be here pretty soon in the next couple of not sure if I can share particular specific dates, but a couple of weeks, perhaps even later this month or August.
Thanks, Caesar. Yeah, and of course, we're not letting it go to waste, guys. We're looking to get the most out of it as possible. Don't worry. All right.
Yeah. Yo, Jari. Jari is very often here with us. Hi, man. Good to have you here.
Shout out, Jari.
And shout out
Yeah.
to Pax for Padley too. Always here.
Fucking
Okay,
legend.
guys. So there are like two news. It's not news actually. Reminders I wanted to share with you two, because recently we've been talking about two modular sagas on GameSwift. One of them was Darkverse, and actually it already concluded with Mint on Jungle Art. So all of you that finished the tasks in the Darkverse modular saga can mint right now a dedicated NFT, and also take part in a raffle for $50 awarded to 10 people. I hope it's $50 for each of them, and it's not $5 per each, which would be the cheapest campaign in the history of Web3. I'm kidding. The cheapest one, I don't know. I think that there were some drops that were worse than that. For example, Layer Zero, if you remember, Zig casing, for example. Many people didn't get anything. Even though they did hundreds, thousands of transactions. I read such comments. Yo.
Yeah.
And yeah. And the other, so that I don't forget, modular saga that has just been launched is the one for Wilder World. We had a guest from Wilder World last week, so I really recommend you to listen to that. Super interesting and impressive when you look at the game and their vision for a metaverse-like kind of gameplay, and it looked
such a great game.
Cool.
It's going to rocket definitely. It's literally Grand Theft Auto on blockchain. Even better, if you ask me. All those designs, if I got it right, there are like almost every object with the game is going to be an NFT. So they're going to have like hundreds of thousands of NFTs, if not millions.
Could we maybe show it on stream quickly? Could we maybe show some content of the game on stream?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'd love to see it once again, actually. But what I see, guys, right now, it's the cinematic trailers and not the gameplay itself. So, yeah, you can talk
Just
about
click on
it for a
highlights.
while, and I'll find it.
Just click on highlights. Yeah, Caesar. Let's just, because I'm generally really interested, and let's just wait for Jakub to pull this up. But are you like right now bullish on GameFi, or do you think it might get another hit, or do you like NFA, of course? But what is your outlook?
NFA,
what are you betting your chips on right now?
Yeah, so to be perfectly honest, I had some concerns a couple of months ago. To be perfectly honest, so even before the listing of StarHeroes, but right now I believe that the best times for Web3 gaming are. Oh, sorry, I will finish after the trailer.
You guys were talking about Wilder World, of course. Yeah. Wilder World is gonna be insane. Wilder World is gonna be insane. Yeah.
It's going to be live in a couple of weeks from now.
But it's like Star Atlas, right? It's like they have such a huge vision. The vision is so huge that it's like I'm really rooting for them. But it will be hard. It will be hard to meet expectations because the vision is just so huge, man.
Yeah,
it's like basically GTA of blockchain, right?
And but also give me this certain impression of of Cyberpunk as well. I'm in the middle of Cyberpunk right now, and some screenshots or something like that. It definitely gives similar vibe. And yeah, you're right. Expectations are huge, but the team is top tier one. They have some great developers, great designers, and great team, great backers behind them. So yeah, I'm keeping fingers crossed for them because that's one of the most promising games in 2024, definitely.
They have huge funding. And they're using the funding wisely, from which I can see right now. So I'm bullish on Wilder World as well.
Yeah, and you asked about whether I'm bullish on Web3 gaming right now. Thanks to games like Wilder World, I'm becoming more and more bullish. And that's not just a stupid talk. Like, guys, you've seen it yourself. You can see that these games are a completely different story from what we used to see in the past years. Like, so 2021, 2020, even 22.
If you
these
compare
games,
like X Infinity to Valorant, it's
Yeah,
insane. Yeah,
well, it's-
It's
yeah,
ridiculous.
exactly. And what we tend to see is that actually Web2 creators are becoming more and more positively tempered when it comes to working with blockchain space and Web3 space. So for example, last month, it was in July or May, something like that. We went to this conference called Digital Dragons in Poland, in Krakow. So it's one of the biggest conference of that sort in Europe, and there are all of those world's biggest gaming studios, right? Developing all those triple A projects and so on and so on. And they're a bit hesitant when it comes to launching their products on blockchain, on Web3 space. But in the same time, at the very end of the conferences, we went to so-called indie zone, and there are all those indie games.
Insane.
And guys, it was insane. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, they're just like, there were games developed by just one or two people, perhaps sometimes three. And, the quality of those games were just amazing. I mean, these guys were so dedicated to those projects.
it's the passion, man.
It's passion, and they're so promising. And, sometimes when you hear about the fundraising processes that take place within Web3 space, you hear about games that, secured $5 million, $10 million, even $20 or $25 million. And yet they weren't able to deliver. And those indie games, guys, they over-deliver, despite the fact that, perhaps you can try to guess how much they need to raise. Just casual indie game. It's between 50
Just look
and
at this.
100,000.
Yeah, but this is no
So
indie game.
they
Jakub.
need, like-
This is the world.
Yeah, I know this is
Yeah,
not indie game, but I'm speaking about the indie games.
Yeah, I know.
They're developing
And-
such great games, and they just need like 100,000. So when these developers hear that they will be able to finish their fundraising process within a couple of hours, if not minutes, in Web3 space, because you probably have seen such ideas or such fundraising rounds that have been closed in a couple of minutes, they just can't believe it, And
Yeah.
let's be honest, it's pretty difficult to compete for this in this game with some of the top projects and top franchise from Web2 space. But now they hear that they will be able to close their fundraising stage in like a couple of minutes, and that they will be appreciated for their work, because in Web3 space we are not so demanding. If we see a good game, we take it. So yeah, they're becoming more and more happy to talk to Web3 guys, and becoming more open to build on top of Web3 infrastructure and using this technology for their game, and also these connections, and to introducing their projects to Web3 community. So I expect we'll be facing many more games coming from traditional market into our market in the upcoming weeks and months.
I also think so.
Sorry for that.
And Telegram games are also
Yeah, okay, there are also Telegram games,
catching
yeah.
the wave right now.
Exactly.
Tapping games.
Yeah. And
Whether we call it a game, actually.
like when it comes to those indie games, what I think is so impressive, because the guys that are building the games, they're so passionate about it. Most of the times, the games that are built just by one or two best friends maybe are better than like most games that are getting like I don't know $5 million funding, because those games, they just want like this big ass vision which cannot be accomplished at all, and the indie games, they just concentrate on what they want to create, and they just perfect it basically. And it's all about how you play it. The same shit happened with StarHeroes, right? It was
Exactly.
2 or 3 guys that were just building it out of passion. After work, they were just building the game StarHeroes, and then it got bought by
Yeah,
Ben.
the thing is, sometimes game developers are pretty specific people, specific type of people, and they're being really passionate and they're being so dedicated to their products. And in the same time, sometimes they might lack, this expertise when it comes to business connections and launching and
Yeah.
publishing their product. And that's exactly where we are coming in as GameSwift. Exactly, you guessed that. So that's why we've been present on all those conferences, gaming conferences across the Europe and the entire world. So the Digital Dragons last month. We are going to be there on Gamescom in Colony the next month. We also anticipate to see many indie games there. So yep, that's
And you
also
you will personally go to all the conferences?
yeah, exactly, to those dedicated to gaming. So yeah, Gamescom, I'm going to be there.
Nice, man. So Web 2. So you guys are going to Web 2 conferences to convert them into Web 3.
Yeah, exactly, and it's already happening, man. It's already happening. That I can say. It's already happening, and these projects are, as I just said, they're more positively tempered when it comes to collaborating with Web3 projects, because they just want to take advantage of both the fundraising possibilities and also the great community that Web3 consists of. So as I mentioned, if they launch on Steam or Epic Games or something like that, they'll just disappear in tons of traditional games that are being launched every week, and they can't really compete with games developed by Ubisoft, by Blizzard, and so on and so on. But
Exactly.
when they launch in Web3 space, as I said, in Web3 space, if we see a good game, we just take it, we just play it, and we're just being happy about it. And the feeling that they will finally be appreciated and their product will be seen and actually played, it's it's something that really drives them into Web3 space. And speaking about the biggest franchise from Ubisoft, for example, actually Ubisoft is one of the biggest gaming studios that actually starts experimenting with Web3 space. There is this game called
Yep.
Champion Tactics. They haven't given up on blockchain, so they're still exploring these possibilities. And for example, most of you probably ever heard about a game called Assassin's Creed. So back at NFT Paris this year, I've met a guy who was general director of the entire Assassin's Creed series, and right now he's a Web3 guy, and he was a speaker on some Web3 panel. So it's already happening. These guys are joining Web3 space every month from the traditional gaming studios.
Because they just see it needs to happen. If it doesn't happen,
Exactly.
gaming is fucked. Like the future of
Yeah.
gaming will be like one game. You see it right now happening. It's like Fortnite, and in Fortnite and Roblox, and in those two games, everything is happening, right? And everybody is just playing those two games because they make the most money. They bring the most updates. They of course bring the best gameplay then because they have the most money. And like it's just not a good place to be in. Like people want to play a lot of games. They want to experience new games, get hyped from new game. Like this is how, because I'm a gamer my whole life, and I just experienced when I was like 13. I was just looking on YouTube like top 20 games coming up, and then you see like, oh my god, this is coming up, this is coming up, this is coming up, and you see it all, right? But this is all changing right now, because every game which is coming up right now, it's just shit because they're getting so less funding. It's just really just overhyped. The gameplay trailer just looks so good, and then you play it and it's just buggy, it's laggy, and it's just garbage, right? And Web3 is here to solve this process. Of course, right now it's a bit everything has its problems, but with problems comes experience, and I think it's just a matter of time, man. I really do, and I think it's heavily accelerating right now at the moment.
Exactly, and in traditional gaming in Web2 space, there are just so many games appearing every month, every year. They just really have to become. You got to become the very best one to actually get seen, and actually to make sure that people would choose your game over some different games. In Web3 space, we still, although we've been facing launches of so many projects this year and the last year when it comes to Web3 games, there's still enough space for valuable, promising gaming studios with promising games. These guys are way more passionate, way more dedicated to those projects, and Web3 community sees that. And as I will say it again, There's a good game, we play it, we don't ask questions, and that's just how it is. The Web3 gaming is something completely fresh, that has like, I don't know, 5, 6 years, 7 years, something like that. And it just needs time. It just needs time to develop AAA games. But those 6, 7 years already passed, and it's happening. We see games like Wider World, or a couple of different others that are being published. One of the games that I'm most hyped about, not sure if you've ever heard about that, it's called Immortal Rising. It's a mobile game. Yeah. So right now they're also launching on their Web3 game, Immortal Rising 2 or something like that, and it's going to be launched using blockchain technology. So they see there is no way back from that. And if you haven't engaged with that game, it's still in its beta phase right now, I believe. Closed beta, something like that. I got approved for the closed beta, and man, I told you, this game is going to rough things.
I just wanted to ask, bro, like, how much of a gamer are you? Like, what's your gaming career? What have you played? Have you played it competitively?
I've been gamer all my time, all my life. So both RPG gamer, but also competitive gamer, playing all those League of Legends, Valorant, that kind of stuff. Although CS was never my thing, but Valorant, League of Legends, definitely.
Bro, Valorant is so good.
Man,
I wish I could still play, but I can't. I have no time.
Play what?
So good.
Play what?
I wish I could still play Valorant because it's so addictive just to get better with the aim, right? It's the same. It's same as StarHeroes. It just gets so addictive when you realize that it gets easier to hit the shots. That's so.
Man, I'm such a tryhard. I don't know about you, but I'm such a tryhard.
I would fuck you up, Caesar.
No way. But what's interesting? Also, speaking about those Web2 big guys joining Web3 space. 2 weeks ago, I actually met the guy who's got the biggest and the best Valorant team in the United States, and right now he's developing his own Web3 project. He also has got his own Web3 game. It's performing pretty well. So it's already happening. But I've been a gamer all my life, and there are I've been so disappointed with. I was so disappointed with Web3 games back in 2021, in 2022.
Bro,
right now,
don't tell me. Man, I was trying every single game. And I completely lost my conviction in Web3 gaming. And then I came to StarHeroes, right?
You probably lost your money as well.
Bro, I lost my money and my conviction in Web3 gaming. And then I came to fucking StarHeroes. And people know this story. And then I got into the team because I just was like, okay.
But right now, there are games that are appearing every week that me, myself, I'm telling myself, man, if I got some free time, I'm definitely going to try this game. And so it was with Immortal Rising, right? Immortal Rising 2, the game that I just told you about. Same about Wider World and a couple of different others.
And have you seen this
Origin?
Super something? This like super... Not Superverse. This like super... It's like the Battle Royale League of Legends thing. You saw that?
I believe there are plenty of games of that type, but
I'm gonna send it you on Telegram because this one will be fucking huge in my opinion. And just like I just was asking if you were still a gamer because in my opinion it's like so important that people who work in gaming are as well gamers themselves. Because if you don't game and you work in gaming, then you just don't know what the fuck you're doing. So this is I just wanted to just show the audience really quick that GameSwift is in good hands because a true gamer, true nerd is a true Giga Chad nerd because he's a fucking Chad. But like, guys, you are in good hands. He knows what he's doing when it comes to games.
What's also pretty important is that our community consists mostly of gamers, and we're extremely happy about it. And our ambassadors, they've been doing such an amazing job. And from here, I would like to thank each one of you guys for the fantastic job you've been doing. And there are so many OGs in our community that actually are also involved with many different projects, many different games. They're all these games OGs, right? And what they do, they actually connect GameSwift with those games. If this game is struggling with, for example, the fundraising or the marketing or something like that, or connections, they just come to us and they say, hey guys, I know this and this game, they need this and this kind of support. Perhaps, you could cook something together. And, we've done many, many great deals with in that way. So our ambassadors are one of the best ones. And guys, continue to do so. I know that you're being involved in so many fantastic games. Feel free to connect and bring them into our ecosystem as well. We'll be happy to help them out.
Shout out to those guys,
does
man,
so-
fucking legends.
Yeah, there are so many great gamers within our community and also in our team. It's just fantastic.
And
Shout
as
out.
well, what I want to highlight really quick as well is that our CEO Pen, he's like normally CEOs are like those grumpy old men who just like sit on their chair and sip some cocktails and they don't even know what the fuck about gaming. They just have some advisors that tell them everything about it. But Ben is actually like a true fucking gamer. He's like really good. He comes from the CSGO background and he actually plays StarHeroes the whole time and he loves it. And if you as a CEO then just put like time and effort into actually like playing your own game and hearing the voices of like unheard people who maybe have some feedback to tell, it's like this is for me the most important. That the guys,
Yeah, Pan is extraordinarily busy, but he will always find time to play this game and
exactly.
to have some chat with its community. It's great, and there are many people like that in our team, I suppose. And there are strong gamers with Pan. They're also involved pretty much with Mavia. It actually GameSwift Guild was I believe some of the 5th in the worldwide. In Heroes of Mavia at some time. Same about Heroes, and also. I'm talking to our community right now. It is you guys who actually made that happen, made that possible. So once again, shout out to you. And we bring huge value into a pre-gaming stage. So we are just doing things good, and let's continue to do so.
Caesar,
and this
we're
is
already run. Oh, sorry, Jakub. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to wrap up, man, because it could go on and on forever. But it's
I
already
wanted
been
to wrap
over
up
one-
right now.
one
I
hour.
wanted to wrap up.
You can wrap it up. I'll just answer to Jerry because he's asked again about the next GSP meeting. I don't know the exact date, but I think you could ask Pan yourself at the next week's GameSwift Townhall, or maybe earlier. We already know the date, so we'll share it with you. Great question, Vito. Some people try to do a job that they don't even participate in. That's
Thank you,
the
Jerry.
point.
And there is one more question. If the StarHeroes tournament will be only one prize pool or multiple tournaments. And we are right now heavily considering doing a smaller tournament or maybe even 2 or 3 smaller tournaments before the big one. We are actually considering this right now. So this is not set in stone. But probably we're gonna do like a 50K tournament with a 50K prize pool before the big one. Yeah. To answer this question.
Or a kind of league format, as I mentioned too. So I'll just wrap up things that I have on my agenda right now. So guys, the race to mainnet is on. You can go and mint off your NFTs, also including the sexy Hasselpan one, which is part of your testnet activation, so to say. You can also mint your Darkverse NFT if you completed other tasks in the modular saga for Darkverse. And there is a new one for Wild World, the game that we have been displaying for some time today. Super cool looking one. And there you can also win their customized NFT in the game and also the wild tokens. So for me, quite bullish. And as for the StarHeroes thing, guys, for those who joined us later, the airdrop will be distributed tomorrow. You can claim 50% of your airdrop straight away, and the other 50% will be distributed over the 5-month period of time. So 50% now, 50% during 5 months to come, and the same goes for the hero sale. Top 888 participants. And that's it from my side. You wanted to wrap it up, Vito, so please do it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just wanted to say really quickly, thanks so much, Caesar, for coming on. this was this is your first time on Townhall, right?
I believe it's the second time.
Second time? Yeah.
Yeah.
You killed it, man. You absolutely killed it. And when it comes to GameSwift, I'm really sitting tight in my GameSwift holdings, knowing that you're here, because I know that you're young, you're fucking hungry, man. You're a gamer yourselves. You want to grind all those conferences and basically just convert them. And in my opinion, it's so easy right now. It's like a no-brainer for those games to come to Web3. And you guys, you're just basically giving them the hand, and there is no reason for them to not pick it. So I'm really glad that you're in GameSwift, man. You're a great addition to GameSwift, like a really great one.
Appreciate it, man. Likewise with StarHeroes. Now, I got no choice but, deliver more games, because otherwise you are going to kick shit out of me. So
you got it, man. You got it. Like, I'm super bullish on you, Caesar. You just gotta stay grinding. Don't let like all those, like, you probably have a lot of friends that are outside the whole time and they're like partying, taking drugs, fucking without a condom unresponsibly, probably. And you're like inside just getting up, sitting on your PC and working and sweating on the keyboard and thinking, man, fuck.
exactly, that's how it is.
But
for all the stuff you mentioned, it's also
grind.
there will also be time for that, but perhaps in bear market right now it's
exactly in the bull market there's no fucking time, or generally,
Exactly.
man, like you will have that everything that they're having right now, but you will have it on a yacht. Just fucking keep grinding. Just keep grinding, because you're killing it, bro. You're fucking killing it.
And I'll be
Just keep
grinding for you too. All right, guys,
Well,
it was a
trying.
pleasure.
It was a pleasure, guys. Thank you so much.
Thanks a
Well,
lot.
pleasure.
long
Thanks a
tunnel.
lot. Yeah,
See
we're
you
going
guys.
offline.